going to rotate shape B, this rectangle, 90 degrees clockwise about the center of rotation 0, 1. So the first thing we do, we will label this nearest vertex to the center of rotation. I'll just label it green here. And we will draw a segment from the center of rotation towards the green vertex over here. Then we will take our protractor, okay, to measure the rotation. Obviously, because it's clockwise, we should go this direction, okay? So we will measure 90 degrees this direction. So we will take our protractor now, okay? And we will place the center of the protractor here exactly at the position where the center of rotation is. However, now we will turn it around first, okay? And we make sure that the protractor 0 degrees is aligned to the line that we have just, or the segment that we have just made create. So here is the 0 degrees, right, of our segment just now. And we know we are going to rotate it this direction, 90 degrees clockwise. So more or less this is the direction, the line, the new segment that we will have, okay? So let's just try to draw this segment here, a line here, okay? So then we can remove our protractor in that sense. All right, so we know that this is 90 degrees now. And the only thing we have to do is to make sure that the new image is going to be the same distance to the center of rotation as the original vertex, okay? So from the center of rotation to the original vertex is actually 1 horizontal and 2 vertical, so it's 2 by 1 rectangle here. So obviously it only makes sense that the new segment is also going to be as long as 2 by 1 rectangle. So if we make 2 by 1 rectangle here, then obviously the distance is going to make sense that this green vertex is going to be moved over here. This is the line or the segment that will make it the same distance, okay? So more or less it should be then now this long, okay? So, and now we can see that this vertex is going to be moved here, it's going to move here. So we can delete now the 2 segments so that we can use the space for other vertices. So we are going to choose this vertex now, the furthest away from the center of rotation. We are going to give it a color red. So this vertex we will try now to rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So again, first of all, we will draw a segment or a line that will go that direction, okay? Connects the center of rotation and the red vertex. And then we will take our protractor again and again place it at the center of rotation, right? Let's see whether we are quite exact here. And then don't forget, we will change this protractor and make sure that it is aligned to the line that we have just made just now, okay? And then from there, we will see that from this line here, from the center of rotation connecting it to the red vertex, we will rotate that line 90 degrees clockwise. So then it's more or less here. Okay, and we will draw another line here that we make sure that it is actually really 90 degrees, and then we can remove our protractor. Okay, so once you draw that, the only task now is to make sure the image of this red vertex is going to be exactly the same length this other direction. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertically. So we know that the image has to be exactly the same length to the original red vertex. So we know it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 horizontally, and then 6 vertically, but then the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know it's going to be a 7 and 6 rectangle. So we know it's going to be 7 by 6 rectangle. And then we have to make sure that we also have 7 by 6 rectangle, but then going the other way, and the vertex, the red one, should be actually located along this line. So the way to do that is actually having this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this rectangle here, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 by 7 rectangle. So therefore, the new image of the red vertex is going to be located on this line, 6, -6. So that will be our new coordinates of the vertex. So the red vertex will be moved over here. And again, we are sure that it's the same length that way and this way, because we actually have a rectangle which is 7 by 6 there, and here 6 by 7, and then that way the vertex is located there. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. This makes sense to you. So this length will be the same length at that one, and if we want to be very, very sure, actually we can check using our protractor just now. We will have exactly the same length. So here, easily, yeah, so we can actually kind of see the distance between this green circle here to the red dot is more or less the same. Okay, so it's just to make sure everything is correct. Good, then we can remove our line again. So we have now two vertices, the green and the red one, and to be very sure, we know actually that this will be kind of like a cross, yeah, the green and the red one. So we know more or less that probably the rectangle is going to be this way, the shape, okay, rectangle B. But just to be sure, let's do just one more point or one more vertex. So in this case, we will color it blue. So let's say we are going to take this one. And then again, similarly, we will draw this line over there. Okay, and we'll take our protractor, place it at the center of rotation. So the center of the protractor should be at the center of rotation. Okay, so just making sure that this is more exact. So we'll just put it here. Okay, and then we will turn it around again. along this line, okay? And we are going to make sure that this line is going to be rotated 90 degrees, okay? So it's more or less here. And we will draw now a line which is going this way, this direction, so we can remove our protractor, and that way we know that this is actually 90 degrees clockwise. So this one is going 90 degrees clockwise. So the only thing again we have to do is to make sure there is a rectangle of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 and 1. So 6 by 1 rectangle to make sure it's the same distance from the center of rotation towards the original vertex and its image. So we should have 6 by 1 rectangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1. So then here is more or less the location of the image. In that way, we are sure that this is the same distance to the center of rotation. So let's see what we have. So we can remove everything now. And we clearly have this green, the blue, and the red vertices. So we need to only now connect those vertices. So we have 1, 2, and the other vertex clearly will be here. So we have an image of rectangle P. Then the only thing we have to do is now to name it P apostrophe. So this will be P apostrophe, the image of rectangle P. Hopefully the method is clear using protractor and lines and counting or measuring the distance from the original vertex and the image. That has to be the same distance to the center of rotation. Try it with the exercises and good luck!